Good morning, Dave Johnston here. It's Thursday, uh, November the 17th, 2016. So, just been filled short here at 12:24:20 in the gold contract. We're looking at a 2-minute chart of the December gold. Um, the market has been very stagnant here the past few days, although it has been in a down mode certainly since the election, which was a little over a week ago. And we had the news, several pieces of news released here at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, and that's when this bar was formed. The mark was trading here. It popped up in here and came down. I've manually put this blue line on here just as a reference because that's yesterday's low. You can see it when we had that reaction. It took out yesterday's low by a little bit, came up here and kind of consolidated, then sold off. And so what I've done is now that the market has bounced back up to this consolidation area, getting short with the expectation the market will then turn and start going down here and testing the low. I tried to get short here, but the market didn't quite fill, so it didn't quite get up to the level I wanted to get in on. And then you can see it did come down after that. So I'm anticipating that it's going to do the same thing, and if it's really got good seller control, it'll take out this low and the low earlier formed here. Now we do have a red bar right here, as you can see. Now a red bar is the second strongest level of aggression that we have. The pink bars here, light red there, um, our weakest level of aggression, although it does have aggression. So, we've got pretty nice aggression on the low of the day. And the fact that the market has not yet extended the low is somewhat disconcerting. However, markets tend to bounce off of strong aggression like that, especially if there's a bit of a wave of it towards the high where it started, which is another reason why we've gotten short right at this location. So now that it's gone up, it hit what 24. We're short from 24.20, and this bar hit 24.60. So just 4 ticks against us. I'm going to go ahead, and now that we're starting to get a little bit of downward movement, I haven't yet put in my stop, but I need to. I'm going to put it in just above here at 25.20. So we have our buy stop right there. So we're risking 10 ticks on this trade. Um, Now, as far as our first objective is concerned, I'm going to go ahead and put an order in down here at 22.70 right in here. We'll try and buy one of the contracts back. So that's not quite at that last dip, and also it's above the low of the day. So we've got everything in place. We'll leave it the way it is. I'll pause the recording and pick it up um, as the market dictates. Okay, just wanted to resume the recording. I had made just a moment ago, as the market started to rally, I made an adjustment to reverse this trade. So we were short from 1224.20, and I reversed it at 1225. Got filled at 1225.10. And we'll see what goes on here, but obviously I need to go ahead and cancel that. And now I'm going to go ahead, so we're long 2, and I'm going to go ahead and place my protective sell stop just below that last dip, which was at 1223.70. So I'll put it at 1223.40. So we got our sell stop in there. So it's too bad we didn't get filled when it first came up here. It came within a tick of our short entry, and then dropped nicely, $1.50. So we got in a little bit later, but by that time the buying had built up. So it appears to me that we're getting a shift in the sentiment here today. It might take it a bit for it to actually unfold, but that's why I've gone ahead and reversed it. So we'll just go ahead and let this trade develop. The next objective up here is almost where we are. So I'm going to have to take another one in here, 25, and I'm just going to go ahead and let's say we're at 25. We'll go 26.60. We'll see what we can do there. We'll just put an order in for one contract for the moment on that. So just bring you up to date. I'll pause the recording and pick it up as needed. Okay, just resume the recording here. We just got filled, and I should put in a marker here, and that was at 26.60. uh, from 25.10 to 26.60. Yeah, it was right there we got filled, so just go ahead and put in a marker here. Also want to keep track, need to adjust the stop here, and we'll put that down to one contract. I'm going to go ahead and raise this, not all the way up to break even, but I'm going to trail it by about 5 ticks. I think the market is still, we could pull back here a little bit first, but I think it's still good to go to the upside, certainly more so than the downside. So let me just put a marker in here, and where our current stop is, and also where our entry is right in here. So just bringing you up to date on that trade. We were stopped out, I think it was 10 or 11 ticks. We were stopped out on the short trade, and now we're long on this trade. So we made 15 ticks on the upside here. So and now our stop is risking 5 ticks on this. So anyway, that's where we're at right now. I'll pause the recording and pick it up as the market dictates. Okay, just resume the recording. I've also just been entered long here on a crude trade. Just got filled here a moment ago at 46.23. The market has been moving up nicely over the past few days. You can see the volatility that we had here yesterday, right in this time frame here when the market received the news. It dipped down, had a good rally up. We came back down the regular trading hours. Now we've had a good move overnight and it moved up. So it's continuing to look, nicely bullish. So want to go ahead and get in that. So as soon as the market came down here and turned up, tried to. That was my indication. Once we'd taken out here, that we want to get long. So put an order here on a pullback. Didn't get filled, but did get filled on this one. So our first objective on this trade really is yesterday's high up in here around 40. So I'm just going to put it a little bit below there. We're going to sell limit 1, let's say at 30. Just going to bring that down to 38. So there we are at 38. This high is at 41. So just 3 ticks from the high. We'll see how we can do with that one. And I, expecting obviously that to get hit fairly soon here. And then we can adjust the stop. If we do, okay, we just got filled on that. So I'm going to go ahead and just put that marker in there. And that was at 8 right here. So there's our marker on that one. And also want to go ahead and put in our marker here on the where our, we got filled on both contracts there. Okay, that was a mistake on my part. So we were long from 23 right in here. So okay, well, so much for that trade. So that was 15 ticks on 2 contracts. So anyway, made a mistake on that, but I've still got this order down here on a buy limit down at 46.15. I'm just going to leave that the way it is for now, and we'll see what happens. So the stock market is just open, so perhaps that's what's causing this little bit of volatility we got in here. But at any rate, we're in and out of that trade, 15 ticks on the 2 contracts. So let's go back and see how our gold is doing. Okay, it's not doing that great. Okay, we've got our stop in here. It's obviously just got fairly close to it. Yeah, it just came within a couple of ticks or so of it. So at any rate, we've got our stop in there. We're risking 5 ticks. We made 15 ticks on this. The earlier trade, it was actually, I just looked at it, was a 9-tick loss on the 2 contracts. So and then we reversed it here at 25. Actually got filled at 25.10. So we'll just see what we can get out of that. And hopefully it'll find some support in here, which I'm expecting it will, as long as it doesn't get down too low. But at any rate, we're good to go, and I'll once again pause the recording. Okay, just resuming the recording. It was unfortunate that we got stopped on that because it's really moved up nicely higher, but anyway, that's how it goes. Us humans do make these kind of mistakes. So at any rate, just want to bring you up to date on that. I'm still going to try and get long here if I can somehow. The market's had, good up movement. I think that's going to continue. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to bring this. Let me get rid of these two markers here now that we've finished with that. I think what I will do though is I'm going to bring this buy limit up to just towards the low. Let's say in about the 29 area, which was I think this high over here. So maybe I'll put it at 30. Try and get it in on a pullback here. See what happens on that. Anyway, just want to kind of bring you up to date there on that. So let's just go back and see how the gold is making out. Okay, we're holding our own in here. That's good. We're still in it, and um, that's about it. I don't think there's any change we need to make on this one at the moment, so I'll go ahead and pause the recording. Okay, just resuming the recording here. We just got stopped on this, so a loss of 5 ticks on that. We made 15 on the first contract, so net 10 ticks on that, but we had lost 18 ticks on the other side. So on this particular trade, it was a minus 8 ticks. Let's see how our crude is looking. Okay, we're still waiting to get long in here, and of course we had the trade here at the same time. We're able to make 15 ticks on 2 of the contracts, so 30 ticks on that, minus the 8. So net so far up 22 ticks on these 2 trades, trading 2 contracts. So anyway, I'm going to stop the recording here, and if we can get into another trade, I'll go ahead and record that one later today. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Got any questions? Contact us at info@daytradethemarkets.com. We'll see you later.